What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on my camper here, my little truck bed camper. We're upgrading the electrical system in here today, at least some of the parts. I still got lots of other electrical stuff to upgrade, but I got a bunch of stuff here. This new switch panel, I don't like this one here. I don't like the way that I had it all set up and how this one turns the whole thing on, this one turns the lights on, the outside lights on, and none of these are used right now. But I like the way this one is a lot better, just because it has an individual fuse for every switch. That's going to be an upgrade. Got a circuit breaker for my solar panel and my solar panel charger. Got a couple circuit breakers. I use this one for the diesel heater that's in here, because that's always connected right now. And if I connect the diesel heater to this guy, I don't think this will have enough juice for it. Got that. Got another battery disconnect I'm going to use for that guy down there. So we got some stuff to do here. I still want to upgrade. That's my shore power. That's just like a little trickle charger, so that charges the battery. This charges the battery from my truck, so this plugs in directly to my truck, and it's a battery isolator. The solar panel charges it, obviously. So yeah, I still need to upgrade that. I need to upgrade my battery. I'm gonna get a big lithium battery, like a 300 amp hour, something like that maybe. Still need to upgrade my inverter, and pretty much good. Maybe I'm gonna get a soft start for the AC that's over there. But working on this stuff one thing at a time. Been wanting to get this for the solar panels, just so when my battery is fully charged, I can just shut the solar panels off. I can shut them off overnight or whatever, just so I don't have to worry about, even though it's all configured to just float charge and stop and everything, but I want a manual way to be able to shut off the solar panels. Something to keep in mind with that is that the power controller always has to be connected to the battery before solar panels power it. If you have a battery disconnect for the solar controller and the solar panels, you need to make sure that this charge controller is always on first before you turn on the solar panels. So if you shut both things off at once before you turn the system back on, you need to make sure you always turn your charge controller on first before you turn on the actual solar panels. That's what we're going to be working on today. I'm going to have to switch out this whole little panel right here, but I made it really easy because I was planning on doing this at some point down the road. That's why this is real sloppy and ugly right here, because this wasn't supposed to be permanent. So I just have a couple screws, 4 screws holding this little panel on. A little bit of caulking I got to cut and take this guy off. But then I can just pop this whole panel off, and I think I have some wood that will fit there and replace it. If not, I could always make like a little, like a patch over this, and it'll look like a custom little panel for this guy. So we'll see what I have and we'll go from there. But if you guys would do me a huge favor and go support my other channel, it's Jeff Deshong Outdoors. So if you guys like hunting, fishing, camping videos, everything outdoors, I have a lot planned for that channel. But I'm going to be using this camper a lot on that channel. So if you want to actually see me put this camper in use and use it and do all my camping stuff, then go over to that channel and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get that channel to 1,000 subscribers. So I really appreciate every single subscriber. And yeah, like I said, it's going to be everything outdoors. I'm eventually going to have like a boat and quad and everything, but right now it's going to be hunting, fishing, and camping and stuff. Please go over and support that channel. But yeah, let me quickly go see what kind of wood I have to replace that with. So I took this guy out, just a couple screws. Doesn't look like I have the right size piece of wood for that. I think I'm just going to hook this guy up for now and stick him in there until I get the right size. But I just want to hook it up today, make sure everything all works right. Tuck this in like that. I'll be able to just temporarily, maybe like this. I need to hook up power to this guy. This T-tap wire connectors, make this stuff real easy. Not enough. Let me get a little bit extra wire here. Get one of these yellow guys. Put him in there. Okay, now let's connect these. See if it turns on. Ah, she's on. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like this way better. Now this should be my outside lights. At the very end. Put him on. Right there, like that. Like him. Him right in. Boom. And they work. So everything all works good now. Just have this first one set up for my outside lights. You can label, put a little sticker right here to label what each one does. So these are like my my running lights. Forget what they're all called, but there's 3 on the front, 3 on the back, 2 on the sides. Makes it really easy to hook it up now. Like I said, I have these individual fuses for each one. So I really like that. And now each one of these you can hook up just by one of these T-splices if you want. And that makes it really easy to connect and disconnect things for the future. So now I still have 4 fuses that I can use. I think I'm going to use the second one for like some floodlights on the outside. So if I'm camping, I can just turn this light on and have tons of outside lights. I definitely want to have one for like a camera system. So have some type of like cameras outside that I can just flip on and look at some screens and see what's all going on. I don't know, I have some options now. So I don't have as many as the other one. I think I had 8 on the other one. I have 5 on this one, but I wasn't using any at all. And it was kind of confusing how I had that one set up. This one's a lot nicer with how easy it is, how simple it is to add it. And I think 5 is all I really should need. I got 12 volt and a USB. Those are definitely on too. Like I said, I'm gonna get another panel for this to make it all nicer. Yeah, I like this a lot better. The switches are a lot harder to switch too, so it's not like you can switch it on and off by accident. Okay, so that's one down. All right, next I think I'm gonna work on this circuit breaker for the solar panels. Looks like this is pretty easy to install. Him right into the positive. Positive is in there pretty good. Connect the positive on the bottom. I need to strip this guy. Let's see if this will work just like this. Wow, it works. I technically only have to hook up the one. Like this. There she is. So now we got a circuit breaker. Put him like there. Okay, so I just gotta finish putting this where I want it. But now I can just turn off the solar panels whenever I want to. So if it's nighttime and I don't want them on all night, I can just shut them off. Could even put it like right here. Yeah, that'd be a good spot for it, I think. I got this 2x6. this. Now that's all hooked up. If I want to disconnect the solar panels, all I have to do is flick that switch. That button, that green, will stop. Right now it's stopped. So now the solar panels are disconnected. It's not charging the battery. If I wanted to turn them back on, just flip that switch. Pretty cool. All right, had to fix my power real fast. I got this on-off switch now. I'm gonna install for the charge controller. First things first, you gotta shut off the solar panels if you're gonna disconnect the controller. So I'm going to cut the negative right where it's going to be connected at, which is right here. Alright guys, got this all working. Alright guys, I got one more thing to install today. Alright, so you pop this little guy open right here. And these are the wires that go directly to the diesel heater. It connects back there. Alright, actually, I could probably just put it like right like this. Alright guys, you can see the circuit breaker is off right now. My diesel heater is off. So I come right here and flip it on. My diesel heater now turns right on. See, before it was directly connected right to the battery. Now all I have to do, and hopefully I can close it without, yep, looks like we're all good. All you have to do is pop that and it disconnects the circuit. Exactly what I wanted. Now, even though it was only draining a little bit of power when it was connected like this, so the heater's not actually running, but it's still drawing a little bit of power. So now I can fully disconnect it and it doesn't draw any power at all. Little circuit breaker for the diesel heater all installed. We got the solar panel circuit breaker, the main power disconnect for solar controller, and we got this new little guy on, and we got the outside lights hooked up to it. So I still gotta get a new little panel for this guy here, or just cover up this hole. But I'll show you. See, the lights are off right now. Those are these lights right above my head. So there's 3 of them right here. Now it's on. And the lights are on. Been wanting to do all this for a long time. Just a lot of little things, but it all adds up to making the camper really nice, and just basically a finished project. Just finishing little things here and there to make it all come together. So a lot of this wiring down here is still kind of confusing. I need to like label everything just to make it easier, and still need to do a little bit of organizing. But I still need to get a bigger battery, so I'll probably just wait to organize everything once I get the bigger battery. And then I'm gonna get another bar, the distribution bars like these 2 that I have. I'm gonna have another set of those. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put them yet, but it's gonna be for all the things that actually charge the battery. The trickle charger, the battery isolator from my truck, and the solar panels, all connecting to this battery. So I'm gonna have just one big cable, just like I have here and here, and that'll go to its own distribution bar. Then all these charging devices can all go to that bar instead of all being connected to the battery. So in the end, instead of having 4 connections to the battery, I'll only have 2. One big one going from the breaker bar, or going from this distribution bar, and then another one going to all the charging devices. That closes, and then everything's all hidden. All right, guys, we got her all back together. Got everything all working. Got a few more things done to this camper, so this camper is in really good shape now. Still got things to do. I'm always gonna have a few things to do to this camper. We're making some really good progress, a few little things at a time. Still wanna upgrade my fridge here. This is just a small bougie RV fridge. It's like the smallest one they had. Bigger fridge eventually. I still have a few more electrical things to do. Like I said, I gotta upgrade the battery, the inverter, get a soft start for the AC. I still need a few like organization things, some bins to organize all my camping supplies and stuff. I can put some bins down in here and organize that. Still want to get a TV set up in here, so I'm going to get like a wall mount maybe, put it up there so I can have a TV in my bed. And still need to get a few little just camping items. I want to upgrade the lock on the RV, on the door still. Like I said, still gotta adjust this. This is the outside running lights. See, I put a little label down here, label that as the cockpit lights. Really sweet camper. Can't wait to actually use it now. I got my diesel heater all shut off for right now. Still want to make like a little hatch right here. I think I'm gonna just cut like a square so I can have access to the bed area from inside the camper. A lot easier than having to go in here and that little hatch right there. I recently added this little guy here, little bed curtain, so I can totally be separated in there. I added this little guy here. It just slides up and there's two nails there. The back, it just fits right in and then slides down into place. Now it's nice and sturdy. It stands there. This is where my fridge is plugged in right now, so I have lots of outlets to choose from. We're going to be using this camper real soon here. I'm real excited. Show you the outside real fast. Just in case you guys are new, haven't seen a lot of the camper videos. That's the AC cover there. There's my lights are on right now. The exhaust from my diesel heater. This is the intake for the diesel heater. So, see all the lights are on. See my solar panels up there. This is the drain for my shower. This little guy over here. This is where my propane water heater is. And then my 5-gallon water tank sits back in that hole. Like I was saying earlier in the video, if you guys want to actually see me use this camper and do some camping, then go subscribe to the other channel, the Jeff Deshong Outdoors. That's where I'm going to be doing all this stuff. Should have some really cool videos coming over there. Really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. I'm really trying to get that channel to 1,000 subscribers, so I appreciate every single subscriber that I get. But yeah, guys, just a few upgrades for today on this little camper. Sorry for the lack of videos recently. I've just been really busy with work, so things are gonna slow down here pretty soon, and the videos will be flowing again, but just been really busy here. Been working like 6 days a week. But for everyone watching, thanks for supporting the channel and thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Peace.